we had a fireman come in kindergarten, and he'd be like, "Oh, if you see smoke in the house, you should call you should get an adult, or you should call 911, and you should get it. You should ask for the fire department. You know, you gotta help your family." And so I raised my hand, and I was like, "What about if my dad smokes in the basement?" And I was like, "Does that count because there's smoke?" They just laughed at me. Like I've put on a pair of pants where I put them on and I started walking. I was wearing the pants for maybe like 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden I felt bzz, 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 and a bee was in my pants, and I had to rip my pants off in public because there was a bee in my pants, and I fucking freaked out. When I was not a kid, when I was an adult, I had brought my dog hiking with me, and when we got back, she had a tick that I removed, and I got rid of it, but I missed the tick, and the tick fell off a couple days later that I didn't know about, and it was like the size of a small grape, and I accidentally stepped on it, and that was the worst experience of my life, because it shot all over the wall, and that was the worst thing ever. Yeah, that was terrible. It didn't bite me, but boy did that thing pop. That thing was ripe. It was awful. So I broke the generation, maybe it was 2 generations after this, I don't really remember, but it was the purple one that was clear, because I couldn't figure out how to make Kirby jump over a ledge, and I didn't know that you were supposed to tap it. This is how bad of a gamer I've been my entire life. I didn't know you were supposed to tap it to make him fly, and I got so frustrated because I kept dying at the same part, and I threw it, and I fucking shattered it, and that was, like, the last time I had a Game Boy for, like, a very long time. Someone had the afterburner in the back of a pickup truck, and that's the first time that I realized you could buy the arcade machines for home. Like, they didn't just have to stay in like a mall or an arcade, that you could buy them for home. So I kept asking my dad to get me the afterburner, and I put the afterburner on my Christmas list, and I kept asking for the afterburner because I thought that I didn't know how arcade cabinets worked or anything, but I was like, that's so cool, you can have that. And so I kept asking for the afterburner. Well, my dad dropped me in a piranha tank one time.
What do you mean?
He's like one of the best. I'm not even joking. Like, when I was a baby, we went to Florida. I mean, I was a baby. There's, like, pictures and shit. And, he tells me the story all the fucking time. He accidentally was taking a picture where he's holding me over, like, a piranha tank. I was like, haha, funny joke. I'm holding my baby over a piranha tank. And he accidentally dropped me, and he had to get it. Get it going and get me.
Oh, my God. What if you would have been eaten by piranhas?
I mean, it would have been possible, but I'm okay,
Jesus
right?
Christ.
It's like one of those, like, roadside, like, not Joe.
Yeah,
Joe
that's even worse. Those
places.
piranhas were probably hungry and ready to go. They were probably begging for food.
Probably. When I was younger, I was watching, Boa wanted me to watch some of the Star Wars movies with her. So I was like, sure, I'll watch them. And I went to watch the 70s Star Wars with her. And I was like, where's the scene with him playing with figures, and like where's John Candy? And I was really confused because I'd seen Spaceballs before I'd even seen any Star Wars movie, so I was like really confused as I was watching, because I was like, where is this gonna fit in? Because like the movie was like really dry and like serious, and I was like, I remember scenes with this, and I was like, where does this fit in, and how are they gonna work that? I was really confused. Garfield is not funny, no matter how you look at it. No, it's hard to even identify the punchline like 90% of the time. And what I did for them, I said, I'm gonna make a project and I'm gonna do this really quick. So I went home. I took Garfield comics and I translated them into Chinese and then into like I don't know. I think I did like into Gaelic, and then I translated them back into English, and then I rearranged what panels were funny into a joke, and I made them funny suddenly because I took away the structure from Garfield and I retranslated it back and forth. Oh my god! Speaking of leprechauns, you know, like the Black Eyed Peas song where it's like it's the boom 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 boom. Let me get that boom. That song. There's like a part where it's like we be stepping on leprechauns, something like the funk, that's like one of the lyrics, and and then it goes like we be shitting on the something like it's the funk. I had a friend that I used to argue with because they thought the lyric was "we be shitting on leprechauns." I was like, that is not the fucking lyric, and we got in a huge fucking fight over it. And guess who was right? Me, I was right because I was like, there's no way they wrote a lyric about shitting on leprechauns. And they're like, no, it's definitely there. And all I did was mix up like 2 words because it's literally the same part of the sentence. Actually, let's look up the exact lyric right now. I peed myself because I went to use the bathroom, and I went to go pee, and then I sat down. And I felt something on my leg, and it was a spider, and it was crawling up my leg, and I jumped up so fast, but I couldn't cut the stream off fast enough, and I just peed everywhere. I peed on the floor, I peed into my pants, I peed down my leg to get the bug off of me, and there's just pee everywhere, and then I just started crying because there was just pee everywhere, and I had to clean up my own pee like I was like a fucking, I don't know, I just fucking had to clean up my own pee, and it was an accident. It was a complete accident. I just peed everywhere, and I would have never done it if a spider didn't touch me. Yeah, and I peed everywhere, and I just felt like I felt so much shame for peeing myself, and it wasn't even like I was in control. I just couldn't cut the stream off fast enough. I couldn't do it. I tried. It just got everywhere instead, and then I sat there and cried and pee, and it was really bad. One time I went to Subway and ordered a footlong, but it was only 11 inches.
Ooh.
Whoa, spooky!